Hello, I'm Kim Young-kyun from K Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery Clinic. I believe that many of you must be interested in implant surface. Which surface do you prefer to use? Today, I am going to share a paper that examined OSSTEM implant surface, especially CA surface. Many of OSSTEM implant customers are using SA and CA surface implants. CA surface is an advanced form from the SA surface, with improved hydrophilicity and is provided submerged in CaCl2 solution. The paper I'm going to introduce today is the long-term retrospective study about CA surface and was published in BMC Oral Health in 2022. First, let's check the methodology. At Seoul National University Bundang Hospital, OSSTEM CA implants were placed on patients at least 6 weeks after extraction from 2013 to 2015, and 258 implant cases where at least 5 years of progress observation was possible were selected as a target. Complications were also checked, after being classified into 2 types: early and delayed complications. Implants' primary and secondary stability were measured using OSSTEM equipment. Marginal bone loss was also measured. Based on the apical radiographs taken immediately after the prosthesis was installed, the amount of marginal bone resorption around the implant was measured 1 year after the prosthesis loading, and at the time of final follow-up. Of course, this method is not accurate, but this is still the measure being used to assess the bone resorption. The implant success rate was also evaluated using commonly used indicators. Let's take a look at the results. For Group A, implants were placed without bone grafting. For Group B, implant placement was accompanied by bone grafting. And for Group C, bone grafting was first performed and then implant placement was followed later. There were no significant differences in the primary and secondary stability values of the implants among the groups. The secondary stability increased over time in all groups. Among the 258 implants, complications occurred in 15 implants. So the incidence rate was 5.8%, not suggesting any statistically significant differences among the groups. Overall implant survival rate was 97.3%. The success rate was 94.2%, and they did not show any statistically significant differences either among the 3 groups. Marginal bone absorption amount was 0.074 mm on average, without any statistically relevant differences among the groups. That was same for the survival rate, success rate, and marginal bone resorption amount, no statistically significant differences according to implant length and diameter. To sum it up once again, the TS3 CA implants showed good results with or without bone grafting and regardless of the timing of bone grafting and implant placement. The results of this study show that the survival rate and success rate were 100%, and marginal bone resorption rarely occurred when implants were placed after bone grafting was performed first and a sufficient healing period was given. Please use this meaningful data as a reference in your clinical practice. That's all for today. I hope today's video can be of help to your practice. Thank you for watching.